Welcome to Donmar TV News Channel.
Tatakdang muling harap nga si Pangulong Duterte mamayang gabi kaugnay sa kanyang meeting sa Interagency Task Force at Talk to the People o Public Address. Kaugnay pa rin ito sa pagtugon ng gobyerno sa COVID-19, particularly yung patuloy na pagtaas ng kaso ng Omicron variant dito sa bansa, particular sa Metro Manila. Dito mamayang gabi ay hindi pa naman nakatakda o kaya naiset Bombo Gerald, Bombo Ever kung anong oras yung magiging meeting ng Pangulo sa IATF. Ganyan din yung kanyang pagharap sa publiko. Pero most likely ay talagang abutin tayo ng hanggang madaling araw sa pagtutok dito sa magiging mga pahayag ni Pangulong Duterte. At maliban sa pagtugon ng gobyerno sa ating problema sa COVID-19 ay asahan din yung magiging accomplishment report ng miyembro ng gabinete o ng ahensya ng pamahalaan. Ito ay kasabay nila ng nalapit na pagtatapos ng termino ni Pangulong Duterte. So yan yung abayangan natin mamaya kung may mga bago pa na magiging direktibang Pangulo maliban sa nauna niyang mga pahayag na i-restrain yung movement o paglalabas-labas ng mga hindi mabakunado, gayon din yung pagdalagay sa Alert Level 3 ng Metro Manila at iyo pang panig ng bansa.
Hindi ko gusto sila hindi dahil babae siya. Isn't it a little weird that I'm a woman and yet I don't like a woman to be vice president or president of the Philippines? Hindi ko gusto si Lenny kasi liar siya. Hindi daw niya kaya makipagsabayan sa mga Marcos sa makinarya at iba pang utanon pagdating sa eleksyon. And yet she was the highest spender in 2016 and barely won. She had to cheat her way. Don't deny that, girl. She's a liar because sasabihin niya wala daw siyang pera para sa eleksyon at makinarya pero hindi natin maskip yung pangit niyang mukha sa YouTube. Hindi daw niya kayang makipagsabayan pero lahat ng oligarka pati NPA ka-Berks niya. Hindi daw niya kayang makipagsabayan and yet hindi ba lahat ng desente and supposedly mayayaman ng bansa kakamping? I'd rather be a pangit and a purita at that. Hindi ko gusto sila kasi tanga siya. It's not that she doesn't know the difference between a nerve and a vein. She also doesn't know the difference kung ano yung gagamiting walis sa loob at sa labas ng bahay. Lilinisin mo ang gobyerno pero ang gamit mo, siliglanot, gaga, dapat walis tingting kay panggawas na. Hindi ko gusto si Lenny kasi she's not empowering. She's not inspiring. She's not aspirational. I don't even think she can fire a gun. I don't even think that she is capable of throwing a punch. I don't also even think that Lenny can survive in any of the red areas or ride a motorcycle, let alone look respectable. When you look at her, I don't even want her to be my own mother. I don't want to look at somebody na pa-victim. Sa strong kong to, I cannot, for the love of me, I cannot look at a woman and feel like this is the epitome of a Filipina woman. The second highest public official of the Philippines is that stupid, that incapable. Lawyer, pero hindi obvious, hindi halata. It's not true na hindi ko gusto si Lenny dahil babae siya. That's the least of my problems. Ang worry ko, she's the kind of woman that makes us all look incapable, weak, small. But then when we look at Ma'am Sara, it's a glimmer of hope that in a few months, we will be replaced with the best vice president this Philippines or the Philippines will ever have. Yay! A kind of woman who's also a lawyer. Dang! And she's smart. An army reservist. Capable of so many things. A mother, a wonderful wife, and a public servant who is more effective as a mayor than the actual vice president of the Philippines. So would you like me to go on and on and on? But then again, anong sasagot niyo sa akin? That I had a photo with her in 2015? Si Lenny? Well, marami kaming nabudol. But at least, yung sindami na nabudol ni Lenny, ang sindami din ng mga tao na iboboto si Ma'am Sara para manalo at palitan siya. Ingat!
Hi guys! Hirap huminga. I am still sick of the flu. It's not COVID. I already had COVID last year. And luckily, we survived that. We were asymptomatic then. And now it's just the flu, and we tested negative for COVID. So sorry to my haters, buhay pa rin ako. Now, let's focus on what I want to clarify sa mga reports that came out recently. Una po sa lahat, hindi po totoo na may political prisoners ang Pilipinas. Ang media na naman ay lumabas na naman sa mga storylines nila ang napakagagong headline that the longest political prisoner in the Philippines have been freed. Wrong. Really? Political prisoner? No. He was a killer, a murderer. He killed an American soldier in Philippine soil. Thus, he was sentenced to prison for 32 years. Hindi po totoo may political prisoners ang Pilipinas, ha? Let's just be clear about that. Ang kapangitan kasi sa media, puro kayo paandar. Ang hirap nyo ng paniwalaan. So again, let me repeat. Walang political prisoners ang Pilipinas, and Juanito Itaas was a murderer, not a victim. Claro? Next. I'd like to remind the politicians running this year na pala, nakalimutan ko, my God, 2022 na pala, ilang buwan na lang eleksyon na. If the indication that there will be cheating, the COMELEC has been hacked as early as now. But that's not the point. The point is, for those of you, the politicians that are supporting the NPAs, may you all rest in peace. Magsitigil na kayo. Alam naman nating lahat na dapat ang pera nyo papunta sa tao. Sa tao, pati na rin yung mga pera na ninakaw nyo sa kabanang bayan, para sa tao yan, mahiya naman sana kayo. Supporting the NPAs will only end in you failing in overthrowing this government. Mas malakas pa rin ang gobyerno ng Pilipinas kaysa sa inyong mga peste ng lipunan. So let me remind you, when you are in public office, your responsibility is to protect the Filipino people, to support the Philippine Army and the PNP, not your pockets. If you cannot stop yourself from stealing from the Filipino people, I suggest that you take a pause and rethink your support to the NPAs. Paubos na po ang lahi nila. Sunod-sunod na pong namamatay ang kanilang mga leader, at bago bababa si PRRD, mas marami pa ang mamamatay. Gusto niyo po bang masunod doon? Gusto niyo ba na matigil na ang pagiging magnanakaw nyo at mamamatay na ang mga NPA leader na tumutulong sa inyo? Sana nga walang mahalal na politiko na sumusuporta sa NPA. Nasa atin po yan. Nasa atin po ang power na tumanggap ng pera na ninakaw sa kabanang bayan na ibinibigay ng mga pulpol na politiko sa atin. Pero nasa atin rin po ang power na hindi na sila iluklok at bigyan ng posisyon sa darating na eleksyon. Sana po maliwanag ito at paulit-ulit na lang po nating panoorin ang video na to para may matutunan kayo. Ingat! Mwah!
So sasabihin mo, nagmeeting ang mga demonyo, pero hindi nga naman kami nagre-reklamo na niluwa sa yawa yung mukha mo. Bakit pa kayo kasi ganyan? Yung isang balbal naman katulad mo ang sinabi napaka-toxic daw ang magmahal sa Pilipinas. Girl, you wouldn't know the love for the Philippines. You don't even hold the Philippine passport, do you? Hindi ba green card holder ka at ang nanay mo? Ang hirap naman kasi turuan ng pagmamahal sa Pilipinas ang mga self-entitled brats na katulad mo. Hindi nyo talaga alam paano magmahal sa Pilipinas dahil hindi naman ito toxic. Mahirap lang kasi dapat kaming nakikipag-usap at dapat naming makinig sa mga katulad yung totoong toxic. Loving the Philippines is actually one of the easiest things to do. Being patriotic is one of the easiest things to do. Bakit? You should learn it at home. So you wouldn't know what love of country is, even if it's spat on your face, because you were not raised to love the Philippines. However, you were raised that you are entitled to hate the Philippines in a huge platform, thinking what you're saying matters. Siguro kung mas gumanda ka, mas magugustuhan namin ang sinasabi mo. Pero, match kasi ang kapangitan ng sinasabi mo sa mukha mo. Hindi naman ikaw ang gusto ko. Yung ate mo. Ganda niya, no? Anyari sa'yo? Ingat!